Hello, everyone. I'm Haydn Zeis with Lanacer Investments, and this is Lily, my intern. She's been hard at work here at the home office, and I have put her in charge of all the negotiations on real estate. Isn't that right? Now, so before Lily was born, I started thinking about college and how we might pay for it. And since I'm a real estate investor, the obvious route to go was real estate. And I analyzed several different options, but my favorite was through real estate syndication because of its passive nature. So, over the next few minutes, I'm going to be giving you a crash course on how to pay for college with real estate. And now I want you to know there are several different ways to do this, but this is just one of them. So, hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's set the stage here. We're going to talk. We got to talk about some assumptions, and just as a side note, I'm not going to get too far into the weeds on the numbers and number crunching. If you're a numbers person, let me know. Reach out. We'll talk details. I'll geek out with you on the numbers, but I've simplified this and rounded the numbers just to make it as easy as possible to understand. Okay, so all right, so let's assume you've got a 3-year-old and they're going to be starting college at 18, so you've got 15 years to save for college. Jump online and you can look up future college cost calculators. I came up with 200,000, and that's the cost for college in 15 years. So I want our kids to pay for a portion of college, and we've talked 25% is a reasonable amount for them to pay. So that means that I'll be picking up 75% of the tab. In this case, I'll need to have enough money to pay for $150,000 worth of college. All right, so let's get into an investing strategy. Your initial investment's $50,000. You're investing into a real estate syndication. If you've watched my other videos, you know what it is, but it's where people pool their money together to buy into a real estate investment that they normally wouldn't be able to afford on their own. And our investments are going to be 8% preferred returns. So you would get an 8% cash on cash return on your investments, and then you get an annualized return of 11.5%. That takes into account the appreciation on the property. Okay, so the general partner on this deal, they're going to sell the property at year 14. So syndication deals allow the people who invest in the deals, the limited partners, the investors, to have actual ownership in the deal. That means that you get all the same benefits of owning real estate within this syndication as you would on your own. So let's talk numbers briefly, okay? So that 50,000 gets 8% every year, okay? So that means you're going to get around $4,000 of cash flow every year for the next 14 years. So you'll have about $56,000 of capital from that investment. Now you're going to want to set that aside, put it in some sort of investment that you're comfortable with, that's hopefully getting a little bit of interest, but it's unlikely to lose value. This is going to be based off of your risk tolerance level. So put that aside and you'll likely use it later, especially if you have multiple kids. Okay, so that $56,000, you got to add that to the amount of money that you're going to get when the property sells. So just like when you sell your house, your investment is you're going to make improvements. It's just going to continue to increase in value. So you look at your house that you bought 14 years ago, it has increased in value more than likely than it was than what you purchased it for. So just like in investment real estate, you make improvements to the properties, but more importantly, you increase rent. All right. And you have somebody else paying down your mortgage. So after 14 years, you've had somebody paying down your mortgage for 14 years, and rents have increased for the last 14 years. So the appreciation on the properties happened. So you've got $174,000 that you're going to be walking away with in cash, plus your $56,000. So you've got $230,000, which is more than enough to pay for college for one kid. And that is all based off of one $50,000 investment. So, I mean, I really wish that this was more complicated than than this, but it's just not. Real estate is just a really resilient investment, and it's backed by something tangible, the land and the building. So we hope this example gave you a good idea of a different way to pay for college. And like I said earlier, there is not just one way to do it. And now remember, you should always consult your financial professional to understand your options. Looking forward to our next video. Until next time, thank you.